Hey everyone, welcome to your workout today. This is going to be a yoga flow. If you need a set of yoga blocks, these are very useful to bring the ground closer to you if you're having trouble reaching the floor or something, or for any of those challenging poses that you can even sit down on them for a hero pose and other seated poses, just again to make it a little simpler on you when you're doing those bending and flexing and folding poses or balance poses. Grab a set of these, something to help you out. And this is going to be a beginner yoga flow, so we'll take our time, we'll go through some of the poses, and I'll catch you in just a second. Okay everyone, to get started today, we're going to come to a seated position, hero pose. So hero pose, you can either have your toes curled under or flat. Open up your palms, and you're just taking a few deep breaths to get yourself into this yoga session. You can practice some of the yoga breathing techniques. One of them is the fire breathing. So if you were sitting on the floor, we can come to a seated position. You're just sitting here cross-leg style, and what you're going to do is forceful exhales. So you're going to inhale and then forceful exhales for a count of 20. You keep your mouth closed on this one. Some of them you're going to have your mouth open, like a large exhale and a big expressive like that. But this one you're going to put your hands to your belly, take an inhale, and then you're blowing out of your nose. It's a forceful kind of breath. Let's do about 20 of those. So inhale. And that was about 20 of those. So you should be feeling a little bit warmed up. Let's switch the crossing of our ankles and let's do 20 more. It doesn't really make a difference. I'm just doing it to be symmetrical. So you're going to inhale, maybe hold your belly, and then do those 20 forceful breaths. So inhale. Good, and you should feel nice and warmed up and then relaxed at the same time. Let's go ahead and do a side body stretch. If you need the block, set it under your hip or somewhere if you need help reaching the ground, or you can even put your hand on top of it. So put your hand on top if you have a hard time reaching the ground, or even rest your elbow on your knee. And the idea is getting this deep side body stretch. Open up, let your elbow go next to your ear. And you just want to take some inhalations and exhalations. Sweep the one arm, your left arm, to the other side. And let's go ahead and try to reach up with our right arm now. Again, keep your elbow close to that ear. A few deep breaths here. And opening up that side body. This is a great way to just get started. You can sweep that arm around, then come to your hands and knees. And we always do these cat-cows. They never get old. Hands and knees, you're going to curl, flexion and extension of the spine, and lift up. Exhaling on the lift. Inhaling in the cat pose. Exhaling. I'm sorry, that was the cow. Exhaling on the lift here. And then shake it out. Let's do a couple of exercises here for balance. So go ahead and swing one knee out to the side and open up. Now you're in a side body plank, a supported plank. Left arm is reaching up and you're looking up to the sky. Take that arm over your ear. This is another side body stretch. Gonna hold here. And then circle the arm for 1, 2, and 3. Come back up to the top and then reverse for 1, 2, and 3. And then push up with that hip. You hear my spine cracking, making all kinds of noises. And then bring that hand back to the floor. Let's do the other side. I will switch over here. So now you're going to balance on the left knee, peel the right arm up, and then over your ear. Get a good side body stretch here, and then circle the arm. And then reverse. If you want, you can also wrap that hand behind you so you've got a little twist with your shoulder. If you want to open up that chest just a little bit more. And also do the other side. So let's be symmetrical again. So take the left arm now and wrap it behind your back for a half bind. Good. All right, and then we're going to take our hand to the floor. Let's come into a downward facing dog. So now you want to just walk the feet out, or you can come to a still position. You don't have to walk the feet out. This is just to loosen up, left and right. One heel lifts up after the other. Let's practice a lowering and lifting of the leg. So take your right leg up and then set it down. Take it up and down. Really good hamstring stretch. Up, down, up, down, up, and down. Making sure you're coordinating your breathing. The inhalation, inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, and then inhale and exhale down. Walk it out again. Take the right leg and bend the knee. Let's just kick that right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just opening up the hips and then set it down. Take the left leg up, open up that hip, and kick the leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then set it down. Walk the hands back. Roll yourself up. Let's turn around and face this way. And then let me get closer to the camera's view. We're just rolling the shoulders forward and back. This is a simple beginner style yoga pose. So now we're going to take a couple of roll downs. So starting.
My glove is broken in now.
Yay! There's Matthew. He's off camera. You can come say hi.
Hello.
There he is, his sweetheart. Okay, so
I'm
now.
on page 260.
Good boy. Good job, honey. We're going to forward fold. And then we're going to roll back up. If you need to bend your knees or grab your yoga blocks for the folding. So start up in your samastiti or mountain pose. You're just going to swan dive down. We're just practicing the swan dive. If you need these blocks, turn them to whatever angle you need to reach the floor. And then bend the knees as you come back up. Roll the shoulders back. Let's take it down. Arms outstretched. Come into your forward fold. You can even lower these. Try to reach. Get the head closer to the knees. Shake the head yes and no. Maybe let go of the blocks and do a little bit of a ragdoll. Shake, shake, shake just a little bit. you can set your blocks to the side, and let's do a side opener again. So the left knee is going to have a slight bend, and the left hand is reaching either to the floor or to your block, and open your body up. This is mimicking the half moon pose. You would use this same positioning of your body almost to get into the half moon. And the half moon, you're just picking up that leg. So then you're getting into a little bit of the balance pose, but that's not going to be part of the workout today because we're just doing beginner level. So then you're going to switch to the right knee and put the right hand to the block or to the floor, and then open up the right to the left side. And then let's switch. Open up to the left. And then one more to the other side. And then on the last one, let's do a half bind. So take your right arm and put it around your back if you can. Open up that shoulder and look up to the sky. Then switch the arms, go over to the other side, and press the hand back there in a half bind. Good. All right. We're going to set the blocks to the side. Let's do a sun salutation. So we just worked on these forward folds. We're going to add in a little bit to the forward fold. So hands come into prayer. Your arms go out wide. Forward fold. Then you're going to come up halfway. Step back and step back with the right foot first and then the left foot. Take the knees to the floor. Bend the elbows, and you're going to bring your chest down to the floor, knees, chest, chin, and then scoop up into a baby cobra. You can pick your hands up off the floor. Then press your hands into the floor, lift your lift your belly up off the floor, pick the knees up now, and then come into a downward facing dog. 5 breaths here. Five. Now take your right foot, step forward, and then your left foot, step forward. Roll your body up. Hands come into prayer. Hands come up. Fold forward. Halfway. You can use your blocks if you need to. And we're going to step back into a chaturanga now. So now we're going up a level, or you can do knees, chest, chin to the floor. So bend at the elbows, bring the chin close to the floor and the chest, and then lift up into your upward facing dog. So the knees are just coming up off the floor. Lift up into downward facing dog. And on the 5th breath, you're going to step or hop to the front of the mat. Bend the knees if you need to, and come forward. Hands are back to prayer. Now let's go into sun salutation B. Taking a little break to breathe. You're going to come into your chair position. So squat low in your chair position. Forward fold, step or hop back into your plank chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, step forward with the right foot into warrior one. Quick breath here, hands back down to the mat, plank chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step forward with the left foot into warrior one. Hands back down to the floor. Plank chaturanga or knees, chest, chin to the floor. And then come back up into downward facing dog. Take your 5 breaths. Then you're going to step or hop to the front of the mat. Forward fold, come into your chair pose, and then right back up into your samastiti prayer pose. Okay, and then we're going to stand here and we're going to work on our balance just a little bit by doing some tree poses. To start, if you are a beginner, you can have your foot down by your ankle, or you can take it all the way up to the middle, resting there. And if you want to advance it just a little bit, you can always pick the leg up and test your balance. Otherwise, keep it here in your tree pose. And we're just going to hold here for just a minute. It's always good to have a balance check. And then let that leg slide down. Let's go ahead and try the other leg. So again, you can have it at the ankle, or you can bring it up to the inside of your thigh. If you want to extend your arms, you can do that. That'll throw your balance off just a little bit. So if you're a beginner, maybe just keep them in prayer position. And then slide that leg back down. Let's work on a couple of balancing poses. Again, if you're new, these are a good start. Take a yoga block, maybe put it on the highest setting, and practice kicking that left leg up. Then we're going to eventually stop right here. So you're making a nice little upside down L shape with your body. And then let's kick. So just balance here. If you want to take your arm up, you can also do that. And then set the foot down carefully, and then take your block to the other side. And then we're going to practice kicking that right leg up. And then eventually we come to a resting spot. Arm is either up or wrapped around your waist, or holding on here. Try to lift it up higher each time. And then carefully set it down. Now you need 2 blocks, and we're going to face the long part of the mat. Pick up your right leg, pick it up and bring it to the chest, and then set it down. We're preparing for a warrior 3, 4, and 5. Then take that leg and lift it just a little bit higher each time. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then hold. Kick it up just a little bit higher. Hold there. You feel that deep stretch in the standing leg. And then set it down. Let's try the other leg. So kick and tap, kick to the chest. The knee is coming to the chest. Tap it back. Then make some small kicks to the back. And then eventually let that leg lift up a little bit higher. Know your limits. If you're down here, that's okay. We're just trying to get the leg up and balance here. And then we're going to set it down. Set the blocks to the side. Come down to the floor, down to your mat. And we're going to practice a malasana squat. So take your block and set it under you, 1 or 2. And you can sit on top of them. The knees are going to open. You're going to sit here in your malasana squat. This is getting you down low. So if you can, maybe remove 1 block at a time, and then press your heels down to the floor and sit low like this and open the knees about as wide as your mat, and press your hands together. And then try to open up your chest a little bit. that's going to be your malasana squat. Now let's try the cosmic egg. Again, if you want your blocks, have a seat on top of your blocks. I'll turn and face this way, and you're going to come into your cosmic egg. So you're hugging your knees. This is if you're sitting on top of your blocks. If you're not going to sit on your blocks, put your heels all the way, actually sit on your tippy toes, and then hug your knees. And give yourself a big hug. And then carefully let yourself sit all the way to the floor. We're going to roll ourselves down and prep for a Shavasana. So just carefully come all the way down to the mat. I will swing this way so you can see me. You're just rolling yourself all the way down. Bring the right knee to the chest. And we're going to open up the knee just a little bit. And then set it down. And then we'll bring the left knee in. Open it up to the side just a little bit to get a good stretch. And then extend the other leg. Now you're ready for your Shavasana. Open up your palms, relax your feet. And breathe and relax. And you can hang out in this pose, in this corpse pose, for as long as you want. Otherwise, if you are ready to be done, bring the knees in, roll over onto your side into your fetal position, and then carefully come up. Bring the legs into a cross-legged position, Sukhasana pose, and that is going to be it for your yoga flow, beginner style. I will catch you soon and have a great rest of the day. Bye.